Hello everyone, and welcome to The Break Run. My name is Kevin.
And my name's Frank. And today we're going to be breaking down the recent announcement of Disneyland canceling all of their annual passes for the foreseeable future.
So Frank, recently Disneyland, who has been closed since March of 2020 because of the coronavirus pandemic, announced that all of their existing annual pass holders, no matter the level of pass, will be terminating their pass holder agreement until the foreseeable future. This is big. This is something we've never seen before, and some experts are saying that Disneyland has about 1 million annual pass holders that have just completely lost their privileges to enter Disneyland.
Yeah.
What do we think about this decision at this time and what it looks like moving forward?
Well, I want to first kind of start off saying this is a clear sign that Disneyland is not going to open up anytime soon.
Agreed.
And also with the recent announcement that it's going to become, I believe, a vaccination destination, so people go get vaccinated for COVID there. So I think these two signs are red flags that Disneyland is not going to open up anytime soon for the foreseeable future. I think if they had plans to open up soon, they maybe would not have done this and taking the similar route that Walt Disney World did in Florida, where they were like, hey, if you have an annual pass, you can still keep it, you can renew, but we're not doing any new pass holders.
Yeah, so I think it's interesting. We have people that have been coming out of the woodwork to say, I've been a Disneyland annual pass holder for 40, 50, 60 years, and now I won't be a pass holder anymore. What's going to happen? So obviously, there is definitely a downside for loyal Disneyland fans for no longer having annual passes. But quite frankly, I don't see how Disneyland could have made any other decision based on the current climate.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, what's interesting is when they did make the announcement, they said that details on a new Disneyland membership plan, money word membership, will be coming in the future. So what do we think about this?
This is interesting. I know when we were just talking, not on filming, we were kind of breaking down that in recent trends of kind of like annual passes for theme parks has been changing from the flat out, all right, here's $400, let me have my pass, as opposed to you do your monthly payments, you have your different level tiers. It's almost like a subscription almost. We've seen that across Disney, Universal, Six Flags, Cedar Fair parks, SeaWorld, you name it. All these parks have done it. So I think Disney is going to, again, take that similar approach and do something that we haven't really seen before. And it's going to, again, fit their current business model of how things are looking with coronavirus.
And, you know, when we were preparing this video with our internal team of analysts, we were discussing different ways that this could be approached. And somebody brought up that a membership allows a theme park the opportunity to not have any questions of whether or not to renew year after year. And what I mean by that is when you buy an annual pass, or if you pay for a membership up front, you every year you are posed with, well, do I renew? Did I get my value out of it? But now if Disneyland is just going to charge a monthly fee, cancel any time, well, when is the point that you're going to be reminded, ooh, do I want to cancel, do I not want to cancel? So I personally do not like paying a subscription fee month to month, but from a business perspective, I totally understand why it's successful.
So now, when this gets implemented, obviously once Disneyland opens, do you think they will start this right away or only do like tickets first before having that membership?
I think based on what's happening at Walt Disney World now and the fact that you cannot purchase new annual passes is an indicator that this will not be happening right away. Not to mention, it's going to take a lot of time to develop up a program that's going to be successful. So I think there's enough pent-up demand out in California that people are going to buy day tickets. Even former annual pass holders are going to buy day tickets to say, I just need to go to Disneyland. So I don't see any need to implement this immediately, but it is something that's going to have to be implemented sooner rather than later.
Do you think maybe we'll see almost like tests of it at Walt Disney World?
I don't know if it'll be tests specifically at Disney World, but I definitely think that it will be implemented at Disneyland first, and if it does bode successful for them, we could see something similar coming to Walt Disney World. And part of that is just because the client base at Disneyland and Disney World are so different. I mean, the age-old number is 8 out of 10 guests at Disneyland are locals, whereas 8 out of 10 guests at Walt Disney World are travelers or tourists. So I know the Orlando economy is continuing to grow, and Orlando's a fast-growing city, so maybe that ratio is changing, but for now, I think it's too far on the tourist side to even really think about implementing it here first.
Makes sense.
So we talked about this new membership plan. We talked about the cancellation of annual passes. What does the future of a Disneyland visit look like?
I think when Disneyland opens, it's going to be much different. I could totally see them changing almost like the style where it's going to have to have a reservation, and they're going to limit the amount of people in, but kind of optimize the profits for that per cap of guests inside the park and make it more of a memorable experience. Kind of what we've seen at Volcano Bay at Universal, where they're not going to let every single person in the park. They're going to keep it at a lower capacity, so it's not as busy, and you can enjoy the atmosphere with shorter wait times. I could totally see Disney doing that as well.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think if you look at any theme park that is owned by a publicly owned company, what do shareholders want to know? They want to know is attendance and is revenue increasing.
Yep.
So we were seeing a point where the Disney theme parks, the attendance was increasing so dramatically that it was almost unsustainable before the coronavirus pandemic hit.
Yeah.
If they want to continue to grow their business and please their shareholders, the best way to do that with less attendance is make the most money out of the amount of people that are coming. Absolutely. And that's a better experience for everyone else as well.
Yeah, because you're going to have more happy visitors, if you're going to have less wait times, and it's just going to be a more pleasant experience as opposed to waiting 3 hours in line for every single attraction in the park.
So let's wrap up this video with asking you a question.
Yeah.
Your local theme park made the same decision that Disneyland made and canceled your annual pass, and you've had an annual pass for 10 years.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I would be upset. But I would understand. But based on what's going on in the world right now, I would totally understand. If they made this decision before COVID, I would be very upset and angry, but I think I would be okay with it.
And if they implemented a radically different system, would you renew?
I probably wouldn't renew right away. I would personally wait and kind of see how it unfolds before I invest my money into it. But that's just me personally. I could see people who would invest in it right away. I want to make sure it works before I put my own personal money in there.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I think at the end of the day, it'll be interesting to see how the audience feedbacks reacts to this.
Yeah.
And something of note, Knott's Berry Farm right up the street, the day after Disneyland made this announcement, said that they were extending all of their season passes.
Because they know everyone's going to want to go out to a park, so they'll go to Knott's instead.
So we'll see what happens with this. Please let us know your thoughts. We're really interested in this topic. It opens kind of Pandora's box as to what the future of theme parks will look like following coronavirus. But let us know in the comments below what you guys think.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and please come back for more content soon.
All right, we'll see you soon. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. The